Hi kids, welcome to the Late Night Picture Show with Murph your local neighborhood clown. Former clown. Unemployed clown. Take a look around. Do you notice anything different? My friend Jason pointed out a few things that might help the show. Less distractions so that you can pay attention to what Murph is saying. Now, the noise wasn't necessarily caused by what you may have noticed by now is missing, but there is a lot of environmental noise here at McMurphy Studios in the Shady Grove trailer court. We'll just see how it goes. Maybe if I rob enough liquor stores, I can make enough money to buy a real microphone. Because what he said was, it's hard to focus on what I'm saying. And since I'm shooting right from my laptop, well, the picture's what you'd expect. But I mean, how high definition of a picture do you want of me? But you want to be able to hear me. So we'll see what we can do about that. Tonight's picture is Zeta One. There's a little poster. Not sure that outfit was actually worn in the movie, or if they were just trying to make the movie look like Barbarella. So Zeta One, aka the Love Factor, sounds like a porno, is a 1969 Tygon British film production. That's right, England. It is directed by Michael Cort, C-O-R-T, not to be confused with Bud Cort. Michael Cort. You'll have to pardon me, we've got some bad air quality here and I'm kind of choked up. So, we have a James Bondish character here, and his name is James Word. Seriously, that's the best they could come up with. James Word. I would have gone with James Woods. So, come to find out, his flat has been invaded by a pretty blonde gal. And she just wants to play strip poker. Now that's not something that would happen to you or I, but it probably could happen to James Bond. And it certainly did happen to James Word. So after a really lengthy game of strip poker, and I mean really lengthy, like maybe a third of the movie, he gets what he wants, you know. And she does too. What's that, you ask? The story of a mysterious Major Borden. Here's where we cue the flashback. If I had special effects, my screen would go all wavy. There, I'm cueing the flashback now. Did you like that? So it turns out Borden was onto a group of scantily clad female aliens from, and I'm going to be honest, I don't remember how this was pronounced. I want to say Angevisa. But I'd have to watch it again. And I'm probably not going to. So, what they're up to, they're kidnapping buxom Earth females to expand their numbers, converting them, kind of like missionaries. Maybe they're Jehovah's Witnesses. Well, the Major kidnaps them looking for info, and he kind of tortures them to get his info. So, throughout the movie, we alternate between James Word and Blondie macking on the couch, and endless flashbacks of the Angevisa haplessly fighting Borden and haplessly trying to get, haplessly trying to get them to talk, until the fearless Angevisa leader Zeta, I think I already pointed out on Instagram that that's not Catherine Zeta-Jones. I don't even know if she was born in 1969. I was like 4. Zeta, she unleashes her army of strippers to take care of the pesky Borden and his cronies. Now seriously, this army of hers consists of half-naked women, I want to say naked women, with strategically placed purple rope, kind of like a string bikini, but it's just rope wrapped around them, and some matching pasties. I think every girl in the movie's wearing pasties. And maybe all the men are too, under their shirts. I don't know. Well, as he's relaying the tale, Word takes credit for stopping Borden, but he didn't do much. Doesn't matter, it was all a rouse anyway. The Angevisa are just looking for a virile stud to repopulate the planet they found, and they found him. repopulate their planet, and they found him. Picture James Woods in this position, and it's even funnier. They selected James Woods to repopulate their planet. Now that's a movie. And I don't know that he's been in a lot of movies lately, so maybe he could use the work. Well, Zeta One, The Love Factor, is billed as a comedy. But it's not funny at all. Not even accidentally. The only joke was an accidental joke, and not registered now. It wouldn't have registered in 1969 when the film came out. So, kind of pointless. The story is an outright mess. Or as they say down here in Florida, a hot mess. With special effects straight out of Doctor Who. And I mean 1980s TV Doctor Who. This was one long, boring, confusing flick. And I'll be honest, not even the endless parade of boobies could save it. Pretty sad. I'm giving this one a 1. We're back to the old days. A one-ring circus. But that's what you get when you try to throw together a remake of another studio's film. Watch Barbarella instead. Here's our friend. Let's stir this up. Monkey here. And you can probably hear me because there's been less environmental noise. It's a New Year's miracle. Next week's picture, the gorilla. I don't know which gorilla pic this is, but I'll study up before next week. We'll figure it out. I don't think it's Bela Lugosi. I think it's just a guy in a gorilla suit. We'll see. My name's Murph, and this has been the Late Night Picture Show. Thanks for joining. And if you like what you see, subscribe. And if you don't like what you see or hear, leave me a comment. Or just tell me when you run into me on the street. I'm not hard to miss. Bye, kids. See you next week with the gorilla.